Tanner Bybee had already warmed up, and he was in the dugout when the original delay began because the outfield warning track area was just literally underwater. And so what was supposed to have been a 2:30 start time has been pushed back to now 3:30.
We'll take a look at Tanner Bybee. Overall, he's 2-9, but he's thrown a whole lot better than that. So the first 12, he didn't win at all. He was 0-7. The last 6, 2-2, but look at the ERA, 2.29. And as you can see, things have gotten a whole lot better for him. Obviously, a lot more run support, and with that, the record is getting better, but you can't judge by the record. He's a very effective starter and certainly a mainstay in the rotation for the Guardians.
Sam Antonacci, Miguel Vargas, and Kyle Teel here in inning number 1.
Hit hard, backhanded by Daniel Schneemann, and the shortstop throws him out. A tremendous play by one of the most versatile defenders in the American League, Daniel Schneemann.
In this series, we've seen Schneemann play a number of different positions, and he's played them all very well. Nice backhand pick and one out.
That'll bring up Vargas, named to the All-Star team for the first time. Another 3-2 is high on a curve, and that's a walk. So they are making Bybee throw some pitches. He's gone full on the first 2 batters.
So a 1-out base runner in a scoreless first inning for catcher Kyle Teel.
First ball swinging, Kyle Teel sends Stephen Kwan back. It's over his head and up and over the wall. Kyle Teel with a 2-run homer, giving the White Sox a 2-0 lead in the first.
That was a very aggressive, hard swing by Teel, but under control, not trying to pull the baseball. He has opposite field power, and he just proved it.
His second home run. You love first inning runs.
Here's the DH, Andrew Benintendi.
The veteran Sox one to deep right field. Back is Chase DeLauter, and he makes the running catch on the warning track for out number 2.
It was beyond Lauter, over his head, and as he raced toward the wall on the track, took a jump in mid-sprint and made a heck of a grab for out number 2. That'll bring up the right fielder, Braden Montgomery. Switch hitter batting left-handed.
Braden Montgomery takes in a challenge coming from Patrick Bailey. Hunter Wendelstedt called to pitch a ball, and it is a ball.
Call is confirmed. One challenge remaining.
Down a challenge. Right back to Bybee. He has it himself. And the flip to first ends the inning.
Left-hander Chris Murphy is opening. This will be his 3rd appearance in this series.
Left on left, Travis Bazzana, the All-Star. Curveball strike. Bazzana challenges the call, and it's a strike. Well, Cleveland now with 2 negative challenges. They're done for the day.
Bazzana pops one up. This is playable. Fighting the sun. The catcher Teel having a dickens of a time, and he just couldn't locate it. You could see him. He was using the glove. He was using the mask. He was trying, but just couldn't get the ball out of the sunshine. Left field. And Antonacci slipped and fell down, and the ball will drop. He was just in a very casual back pedal. And look, that's the area of the outfield when they dump the tarp. That's where the bulk of the water goes. Now, it's not standing water out there. It may be a little slippery.
It was pretty dry, Matt, when I was out there, but
well, there's one thing that comes into play, and this has come into play a number of times. Sam Antonacci's a second baseman. Asked to play left field to get his bat in the lineup. Once he slips the first time, he decides that it wasn't that bad, so slips again.
That'll bring up Chase DeLauter, the right fielder who made that great catch in the top of the inning. 2 for 13 with an RBI in the set.
DeLauter hammers one high in the air to deep right field. Braden Montgomery will wave goodbye. Chase DeLauter has tied the game with a 2-run homer for Cleveland here in the bottom of the first.
Chase DeLauter with a majestic blast into the seats in right center to tie the game at 2. And DeLauter with his first home run since May 17th. And it went 425 to the seats in right center.
Kyle Manzardo leans back. It's ball 4.
And it'll bring up Gabriel Arias.
Bust him inside to just make him aware, and then maybe you try to go back, and no, he misfires badly. Teel may have gotten saved. I think that ball hit Hunter Wendelstedt's foot.
And Murphy is all over the place as well. He has walked a batter, uncorked a wild pitch, and of his 26 pitches, 15 strikes, 11 balls.
Slow chopper towards third. Vargas on the run, bobbles it. And Arias is safe at first.
Now it's up to Daniel Schneemann with 2 down.
Line drive softly hit, left center field. It gets down a base hit. Around third, Manzardo will try to score. Peters throw to the plate. Not in time. Manzardo beats the tag, and Cleveland takes a 3-2 lead on Daniel Schneemann's 2-out RBI single to center field. He moves to second on the throw. Gabriel Arias down to third.
Top of the second, Sox trail 3-2.
Second inning. Let's see if Tanner now is a little sharper.
Swinging a high fly ball to right. It is deep. DeLauter's at the fence. He's going to leap. It's gone. Tristan Peters has tied the game with his 5th home run.
This is a breaking ball that's over the middle of the plate. Peters thought he got all of it. Now this one isn't out all that far, but it's out by enough. DeLauter to the track. He starts to jump and realizes, well, that's probably not a good play.
3-3 our score as we move to the 3rd inning here in Cleveland, the place where Larry Doby signed his first big league contract and broke the color barrier in the American League on this day, 1947.
I also was a player on that White Sox team in '78 when Larry became the manager of the White Sox. Second African-American manager in the major leagues, with Frank Robinson preceding him.
Miguel Vargas leads off for Chicago, and he bangs the ball down the left field line, headed all the way down into the corner. Dug out there by Kwan. Strong throw to second base, but Vargas in standing with a leadoff double.
3-3 tie, but the Sox threatening. Here's Benintendi.
Base hit right field. Vargas around third. They're going to wave him home. DeLauter can't come up with the ball cleanly, and the run will score. Chicago takes a 4-3 lead as Andrew Benintendi softly served one into right field. DeLauter looked like he was going to maybe at least have a play at the plate, but he could not get the ball cleanly into his throwing hand, and Vargas able to score without a throw.
That'll bring up Colson Montgomery, left-handed batter with power.
Colson Montgomery smokes one deep center field. Goodbye. Colson Montgomery's 2nd home run in as many games, number 23 on the year, and this is a 2-run homer, making it a 3-run 3rd, and the White Sox are up 6-3.
Guardians trailing 6-3 as we reach the bottom half of the 5th inning.
Delivery, Chase DeLauter with a ground ball, trying to get through, but Meidroth just robbed him of a potential hit, but the throw was in the dirt. Gonzalez couldn't come up with it, and DeLauter is aboard to start the bottom of the 5th for Cleveland.
Gonzalez couldn't pick it, and DeLauter's aboard.
Bouncy ball to short, and it goes right through Colson Montgomery. And an opportunity now for Cleveland on a couple of balls that plays could have been made defensively. That one certainly will be an error on Montgomery.
Yeah, the Guardians, with nobody out here in the 5th inning, have something brewing.
And Gabriel Arias smokes one high in the air, deep left field, tie ball game.
Wow, you make a mistake and they capitalize.
Arias got a hanging breaking ball, and he did not miss. They are saying that ball was hit 446 feet, a good ways up the bleachers and left. And here comes catcher Patrick Bailey.
Yeah.
Patrick Bailey wraps one up the alley, and right center field. It's cut off by Montgomery. The throw to second might be in time.
Ooh.
No, Bailey beats the tag. He's in there safely.
I don't know about that.
With a 2-out double. We'll see if the White Sox challenge the play.
And they want to check it. White Sox are saying, we want you to review that.
And the question is, the front foot went up and over the bag. And right here, does it come off completely? Because nowadays with replays, they're keeping the glove on the base runner a whole lot longer than they used to do that.
Yep.
So right here, if the foot comes off the bag, that glove is between the leg and the bag, and he would then be out.
The runner not maintained with the bag. The call is overturned. The runner is out.
All right.
Chicago retain their challenge.
You were on it.
So a great job by Both Montgomerys as they team up to get out of the inning.
5 innings in the books, and we have a doozy.
It's 6-6.
And the bases are loaded on a walk and back-to-back singles.
With nobody out.
And Jacob Gonzalez sees his day come to an end. Lifted for the pinch hitter, Randall Grichuk.
And a high pop-up on the shallow portion of right field. Here's DeLauter coming in. Runners tag, but nobody's going to try to move up on that.
1 down. And the batter will be Sam Antonacci.
Little topper. Manzardo comes home. No, he did not come home. He goes back to first. They get the out. There are 2 down. Go ahead run scores. And it's now 7-6 Chicago.
That's a heads-up play by Bazana at second, because many times they become spectators anticipating the play at the plate. I don't think Manzardo had a good grip on this one, but he does have the presence of mind to go to first base. Bazana is there to make the play. They give up the lead, but they get the out at first.
Broke his bat, and Sobrowski goes out and makes the play on his own to retire the side.
Kwan 1 for 2, a single. Cleveland down a run.
Leadoff walk by Erick Fedde to Stephen Kwan. The last thing he wanted to do after his team just gave him the lead was walk the leadoff man.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Bazana retired. Tying run now at second base.
2 down for Chase DeLauter.
And DeLauter with a can of corn to left. Grichuk makes the catch.
7-6 Chicago in the 8th.
Leadoff walk. Nydroth heads to first. The batter will be Peters.
Center field, closing hard. Khalil Watson goes diving into it to make the catch for out number 1.
Oh, he was parallel to the ground when he landed in shallow center with the ball in his glove. Great effort by Watson. 1 down, 1 on.
Bouncing ball up the middle and through.
Grichuk with a base hit to center.
Strike 3 called. And he will challenge.
The batter is down to strike call.
And he may have.
Well, he's walking to first base.
Yeah, he knows.
And it was down and out, and that's why he's walking to first.
So now Kyle Teel, the batter. He is 1 for 4 with a 2-run homer.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out to end the inning. And the White Sox leave him loaded with an opportunity to maybe blow it open.
White Sox up 7-6.
And there are 2 on with 1 out in the 8th as we go to the top of the order. And Travis Bazana. Broken bat roller to second. Drop goes to Acuna. Back to first. They won't turn the double play. Rocchio got caught coming around third. He's able to get back in time. Boy, he was maybe a quarter of the way around third base before he jammed on the brakes.
First and third. Watson at the plate.
In the air, left field. Moving back. Antonacci onto the track, makes the catch as he was nearing the wall to retire the side. So the Guardians had a chance here in the 8th, but they cannot cash in.
7-6 White Sox. Left on left, Chase DeLauter, who hits lefties way better than righties.
Shatters the bat. Slow roller to second. And a glove shovel to first base by Nydroth just in time to get him. Swung out and missed. Able to chuck it by him, and there are 2 down in the 9th.
Here's Arias, who hit a dramatic tying 3-run homer in the 5th.
Did he go? He did, and that'll do it. The White Sox earned the split in the 4-game series. They come back and win the last 2. Once again, it's a 1-run victory. As Chicago takes the upper hand in the season series, they go to 4-3 on the year against Cleveland.